Talia. I'm going to go through some instructions with you on how to look after your braces. This is a really exciting journey. Please have a look through your little goodie bag. Everything I go through in your goodie bag is also going to be written down for you as well, okay? With your braces just going on now, you might notice your lips might be a little bit dry because we've had that little stretchy cheek retractor in. So I've got some lip balm, really good for you to use. Pop some of that on for me. Have something to eat straight away as well, okay? Once all of that's done, have a look through your goodie bag. Now, there's something called orthodontic wax, which is this little one here. Now, it is standard beeswax, so if you do swallow it, don't stress. It'll all pass through. To use the wax, you're going to open it up, peel just a strip off. You can peel a whole strip if you like, otherwise half's adequate enough. To use the wax, get it really nice and sticky and tacky, okay? Play with it like blue tack almost. The wax is really good to act as a buffer between the brace and your cheek. To put it on, have a really good swallow, dry the area as much as you can, pat it with a tissue, take the wax off, rolling it into a ball, and then sticking it wherever is rubbing or uncomfortable. Now, with the wax, don't be afraid to push it into the brace. It's not going to break anything. To take the wax off, you can peel it off, brush it off, or you can eat with it on and it will pass by itself, okay? You can apply the wax all the way along or just to some of the braces that may have a little bit of a hook or if there's ever a long poking wire as well. We will give you plenty at your appointments too, so if you're ever needing more, please contact the clinic or let us know when you come in for your appointments as well. Always keep it handy on you, especially whilst you're getting new to your braces. It's a really handy trick just to have and to keep you nice and comfortable as well. Some saltwater rinses for the next few days as well, if it's needed, can help with toughening up the insides of the cheeks too, and having this one on hand. You might notice at the moment you're not in any discomfort, completely normal, and that's fantastic. Having something to eat now, I'd probably recommend, just don't tackle anything too crazy. Later tonight, you might notice that you'll have a bit of a bruising sensation in your mouth and a bit of tenderness. This is all completely normal and a part of having braces, okay? I'd recommend having some regular pain medication, whatever you usually take, and then tackling some softer foods. The wires we pop into the start are a heat activated wire, meaning if you have something super duper warm, it's gonna tighten the wires. Something super duper cold or kind of room temperature, that will help with relaxing the wires. So softer foods and things like overcooked pasta, rice, noodles, ice creams, yogurts, smoothies, colder things that you don't require too much chewing, just whilst you get used to the hang of having your braces. In terms of when you're ready to tackle something like a sandwich, I'd recommend doing no crust for a few days, just so you're not chewing down too vigorously. And then when you're ready to have sandwiches with crust, not overcooked pasta and regular meals, you're more than welcome to. In terms of eating and drinking with your braces though, there are a few things that we need to be mindful of now. So making sure we're not having anything really too sticky, chewy, hard and crunchy. I like to say you're not going to be eating a cardboard box the whole time you're in your braces. So being mindful, anything like apples, carrots, celery, crusty bits of meat, tofu, anything that you have to kind of chew down on, making sure we're cutting up into smaller pieces and biting on the back teeth. Moral with braces is we're never chomping into anything straight on and we're never popping something into our mouth and ripping it out, okay? So always ripping foods up. You can enjoy your favorite things with braces, but one thing multiple things I would say we do need to be mindful of. Things like Mentos, really chewy caramels, biting into lollipops, corn on the cob and meat off of the bone. Try and avoid as much as you can, if not indefinitely. It isn't too long being in braces, so you'll be back in no time having your corn on the cob and meat off of the bone, and I can promise you with straight teeth, it's gonna taste even better. Brushing is super duper important with your braces. You will notice you might have a little Sensodyne toothpaste or another type. Whatever you wanna use at home is completely fine. Brushing needs to be at least twice a day for me. You can brush after meals as well. Otherwise, I'll show you something that you can use to freshen up too. 3 ways of brushing, whether if it's with an electric or a manual toothbrush, it is based on how you brush. I'm going to show you both. 3 ways of brushing now. So we're going to go along the gums, directly on, and then your biting surfaces. You'll notice the bristles get in between, but not all the way. That's when you use this little one here. It's called a Pixar. We might refer to it as a Christmas tree brush. When you bend it upwards, it looks like a Christmas tree. These ones need to be used twice a day, and you can use them after meals to freshen up as well. 3 ways of brushing. So we're going to go along the gums, nice and snug, 5 up, 5 down, all the way along, especially the back teeth as well. Now, once you've gone above the gums, you're going to bend it, and this is where the Christmas tree part comes in. So between all of the teeth, we're going to go 5 to the left, 5 to the right, and then 5 in the center, all the way along. Again, not forgetting those very back teeth either. It will fit, I promise. These are reusable, so rinsing them out with some water and placing them in your handbag, locker, or even your pocket is also a really handy way of making sure you're brushing and freshening up between meals. Flossing. We all love it. It does take a little bit longer flossing with braces. This is called Super Floss. It's standard floss, it is the Oral-B brand, but it's used for braces. Now, what makes it super, I like to say, is it has a pointy end, which allows you to thread in and underneath the wires of the braces a lot easier. So you pull it through, still making that flossing movement, C-shape to either side of the teeth. When you go to take it out, pulling down or up, not forward because you have the wire trapping it there. Super Floss, however, this one's disposable after it's being used. Flossing once, and if it is a stretch, even if it's just once or twice a week, that will go a long way. But main thing to remember is always using the little Christmas tree brushes and brushing twice a day. In terms of regular dental checkups and cleans, still continue with those every 3 to 6 months with your general dentist. I know it looks like there's a lot in your mouth, but I promise they have the appropriate tools to clean in and around the braces as well. You may notice at the start, especially whilst you are getting used to your braces, there may be some things that are broken. So you may have wires popping out at the top, brackets that look like a pendant on a necklace, or they may be completely gone in some instances. This is all completely normal, and just be mindful every morning and nighttime when you are brushing your teeth, just to have a look at each individual brace. If there is ever anything broken or bothering you, please use the wax like I showed before. That's really handy at keeping things nice and still or helping with any long wires. Give the clinic a call and we'll get you to come in at the soonest available that also accommodates you as well. Please note, with things that are broken, it is completely normal and it is a non-emergent appointment. It is a comfort appointment and we will get you in as soon as possible. If there is anything that's ever uncomfortable and really hurting that the wax isn't working, please let us know and we'll get you in sooner as well. One thing to note with the breakages, we just don't want to wait 8 weeks or until we see you next, because just think, if that tooth isn't attached to the wire, it's not moving and we're not progressing through treatment and we're going to be in our braces longer and you're not going to be able to have all the sticky chewy lollies that you want. Thanks for starting your braces journey with us here at Braces and Faces. I know the information I've gone through today can be a little bit overwhelming, which is why we have everything written down and printed out for you. Have a read, and if you need to pick our brains anymore, give us a call and we'll be happy to help you. Other than that, we'll see you at your next appointment and we can't wait to see where this journey takes you.